Yoruba man. Look at what we the judiciary. Look at the esprit de corps we see among judges. Judges who were arrested, who were tried, and then you ask them, go and sit. These are judges whose integrity have been impeached. So if you have an NJC that is serious, that is committed to fighting judiciary, what they should have done was, look, list all those judges, send their names to the president, ask them, look, retire these judges. They no longer have the integrity, they no longer have the honor to sit as judges. I'm just giving an example.
And quite a number of people will agree with you on that in terms of the fact that even if we talk about corruption in the judiciary, we shouldn't be talking about corruption amongst judges. I mean, we shouldn't be able to buy judgment. That is sacrilege, it would seem almost.
But it's happening.
But it is happening.
Yes.
But the question is, the lower cadre corruption,
yes,
which is also very worrisome.
It is.
I'm asking,
endemic.
Can we truly extricate the state, the government, from being blamed for the lower cadre corruption?
Well, because some of the cases like bribery, I was in the venue of this event yesterday. Some of these cases are not even reported. Like the one against me, I didn't report it. It's very, very clear. It is not too technical. Unlike maybe the ICPC provisions, the EFCC Act, and so forth and so on. The law is very, very practical. If you are a public officer, and we suspect that you are living above your legitimate earnings, we will serve you a notice for that you should declare your assets, those of your children, brothers, sisters, siblings, their relations, and so forth and so on. And when you declare, we will carry out a verification. If you find out that you have more than what you earn, then we file charges in the Federal High Court against you.
Isn't that
the imprisonment, the difference, it's not a code of conduct.
Because that's what it sounds like.
Code of conduct does not impose term of imprisonment. Code of conduct will always say, look, Mr. Obla, you are corrupt, you will not be Senate President, or you will not hold public office again.
So that's the fundamental difference between...
Yes, let me learn. Mm-hmm. Then, if you are found guilty by the court, you will forfeit that property, and then you will be sentenced to life imprisonment. Mm-hmm. Then, if you under-declare, or you declare forcefully, then you are convicted, you will be liable to a 21 years term of imprisonment. So that is the difference. It's not like the code of conduct where you go to, when you are found guilty, they will only take the assets and then they bar you from public office. The code of conduct cannot impose a term of imprisonment.
So, Mr. Obla, is that what you think will be a disincentive for public officials to stop being corrupt?
Also, I have talked about moral upbringing. It is not only the law. The law should be a deterrence. But what the scriptures teaches? In this country, we are very religious. Some are Muslims, some are Christians. Even our traditional religion, France against stealing, living above your legitimate earnings, living a fake life. If you are a young girl who just left school and you come to Abuja to look for employment, why would you want to go and live in Maitama? Why would you want to go and live in Asokoro? When I came to Abuja, I was living in Karu because I couldn't afford housing in the posh areas of Abuja. That is what we are talking about, self-containment. Not living above your income is wrong. Because if you live above your income, you'll be tempted.
For those people who live in Karu and all those places who cannot even afford their transport home, what happens to them?
You can walk, you can use... Yes, because in the 1970s when we were growing up, my father, as I told you, was a federal civil service. We were so many children, we had so many children. In those days, people were riding bicycle. I went to Canada recently and I saw a lot of them use bicycle. In Toronto,
Mm.
that is a posh city.
You know,
but Nigerians will not want to use bicycle.
Mr. Obla, you know why I laugh? Because I mean, you were in this country when a minister of transport tried to introduce the use of the bicycles.
Yes. And but I went to Toronto last year, and I saw that
people are aware that this, but we also know that
is a problem
in those countries.
Yes.
You know, if they wanted to use bicycles, they also provide lanes for bicycles, and there are steep penalties.
That should not be an excuse.
Hold on. There are steep penalties for those.
I told you, my father's generation.
Down those who, you know.
In my father's generation, they were using bicycle, and it was a pride to have one.
Mr. Obla, I think it will be very good if we're able to adapt to the to the realities of today.
Yes.
If, as a government, that is where we're looking at, and you know, there ought to be things that encourage people. I do know, you know, in places like the UK, if someone who's riding a bicycle is in front of a bus or a car,
let me give you an example.
You cannot overtake that person.
They earn so much. And the amount of corruption that is endemic. NNPC, so it is not how much I earn. NNPC, they earn so much. Yes, I'm aware of that. So is there no corruption in NNPC? Don't they change the government? Do they remit what they get to the Federation account? So that is it. So you cannot really say it is low wages that is responsible for corruption. It's a contributory factor. But there are also other variables. The other variables are, I want to live like a king. So
is government going to be looking specifically at the judiciary and the police?
Well, you know the effort we are making to clean up the judiciary. And we are bent on doing that despite the frustration. But I will urge the NJC to support this quest, since we now have a report showing that the judiciary is number 2 in corruption in Nigeria. So the chief judges of Nigeria, the NJC, the senior judges should be bothered. That
is the judiciary. What about the police?
The police too. The leadership of the police should be bothered. And we are bothered as a government, and we are going to do something to reform the police.
Well, we have been speaking with Mr. Obla, who is Chairman Special Presidential Investigation Panel for the Recovery of Public Property, and he's been speaking on the joint survey by some national bodies, that's the National Bureau of Statistics and the United Nations agencies, who have concluded that Nigerians paid bribes amounting to 400 billion naira between 2015 and 2016 alone. Well, Sunrise Daily will continue in just a moment. Please stay with us.